I ended up playing. I was on the JV team as a freshman. I was super pumped, really excited. Got to the second game halfway through. I had a really good first half, then came down on my knee wrong and ended up, it looked like I should have torn my MCL, ended up just hyperextending it. So I was out for a week, came back the next week against Harlem, rainy game, super bad day. And this was my first game back from injury, from that small injury. First carry I got, it was super slippery out. I made a cut and a guy landed on my leg and it just snapped. So got carried off by an ambulance and everything. And that one definitely took a toll on me. That was for sure my biggest kind of obstacle. And it really set me up for this because going through all that and I felt so heavy on expectations then, like my whole identity and everything growing up and up until freshman year. Obviously, my first year of high school, I really wanted to like prove myself and prove that I could live up to the expectations. So it was a heavy toll that it took on me through that injury. And that took a while. Physical therapy, everything. I had to get surgery. I've got screws and a plate in my leg now, so it should be good to go. But yeah, that freshman year set me up, and that's why I want to go into everything mental health because I struggled a lot then and went through my lowest time in my life. And I looked around for psychologists around here, sports psychologists. The closest one was like 4 or 5 hours away, and obviously we couldn't make that drive. I was completely handicapped and in a wheelchair, so that would have been way too difficult. Didn't really work out, so I kind of started learning a little bit more how to handle things on my own. Fortunately, I was able to figure it out a little bit. Started listening to psychologists online, reading up a lot on it, kind of why I felt the way I did, and just I was super lucky that I could kind of get out of that space. I was at the lowest point I could have possibly been at, and everything seemed like it was going wrong. So to be able to get out of there, what I thought was the worst year of my life, and come back and look 4 years later and see that it was the biggest blessing I've ever had in my life. I got my passion basically served up on a silver platter. And I have that experience now to where I can help people and kind of work towards that. And that's why I want to do what I want to do now. So I'm really grateful for that, even though at the time I felt like it was the worst thing ever. So.